This video is brought to you by Skillshare. Stay tuned to later in the video for all the details.
I'm on my way now. I'm on my way now. I'm on my way now.
I can't believe this day is finally here. We have been waiting for this day for well over a year, and here it is.
I know, I'm so excited. So today, we are going to get our first dose of the vaccine. Woohoo!
Wow. If you're new around here, I'm Trevor and this is Anna, Delightful Travelers. Do us a favor, like the video, click the share button, subscribe. We have a big thing happening today.
So as we film this, we're still a few hours away from our booked appointment. So we thought in the meantime, we'd show you some new updates to our condo since the last time you saw it. We're also maybe gonna cook some breakfast.
So you might be able to see here, we got a little patio set. Got some flowers, chair, and another chair right here. Also, I want to show you guys this. You know we live in a cool city when everyone in Halifax is excited about a ship. It's not just any ship though. There's a massive ship here now called the Marco Polo. So this ship is the largest vessel to ever come to the east coast of North America. It can hold something like 16,000 containers, and it's either 3.5 or 4 football fields long. It's absolutely wild to me. All right, let's go back in. All right, so back to the vaccine. So before anyone gets too excited and thinks we're gonna travel in like 2 weeks, here in Canada, well, at least our part of Canada, it works a little different. It's not like it is in the States. I think they have to wait about 3 weeks or 4 weeks or something like that for dose number 2. Here, when dose number 1 happens, 15 weeks later, your second dose is automatically booked. So that puts us out to somewhere in September, early September, which means, like we were saying in the past, we might get on the road by the middle of September, late September?
If we wait 2 to 3 weeks after our second vaccination, we should be good to go. There have been, however, some talk that because Canada will be getting so many doses of vaccine in the next coming months that they might be able to push forward our second dose. They haven't said how soon, but maybe it won't be quite 15 weeks.
Would love if that would happen.
So for breakfast today, we're making something we've never tried before. It's called Mexican Egg Scramble. It sounds a little bit like Turkish minimum or kind of like shakshuka but not quite, but it's got like tomatoes and eggs and that kind of thing. The funny thing is about this recipe that I have no idea where this came from. And I have this one here that I took a picture of years ago from somewhere. It came from a cookbook or something like that, but literally I have no idea where it's from. If anybody has an idea what this came from, what cookbook it is, leave a comment below. I don't know.
All right, we got some chicken bacon happening, and we have some veggies frying up. Tomatoes are in here, green peppers and onions. Why not have a great breakfast on a great day? So stoked for what's gonna happen a little later.
Okay, it's time for the next step. So I've mixed the eggs with a couple of spices. So it's smoked paprika, chili powder, salt and pepper, and then you add Greek yogurt to it and mix it all together. So
wow,
very interesting.
Take a look at that. Interesting texture.
I've never added yogurt to eggs before, so it should be.
Whoa, the color.
There's a lot of smoked paprika in there. This smells so good. I hope it tastes just as good. But just to go over the ingredients again, it called for onions and tomatoes. We also added some green pepper in there and some green onions. And then in the eggs, there's also yogurt and smoked paprika, chili, salt and pepper. And then some cilantro on the top, although it did call for parsley. You guys know we love cilantro.
I can't wait today. I'm just excited to eat. Can you guys hear the construction? So that's happening across the street for all of you that are wondering about the update. But let's
pretty much like Monday to Friday, all day.
Yeah, so. And then in Saturday and Sunday, it's completely quiet. And of course, they start right when we're about to eat. Oh, yeah.
It actually reminds me a lot of minimum.
Oh wow, there's tons of flavors. Very smoky.
The spices are great.
If you're wondering what the consistency is like of the eggs, it's like scrambled eggs, but like a little more wet, if that makes sense. And that comes from the yogurt?
Yeah, a little wet, but not in a gross way. It sounds kind of bad, but it's maybe a little creamier, a little...
Yeah, creamy, gooey. It's packed full of flavor. The tomatoes are good.
I was worried that it called for a fair bit of smoked paprika and chili powder, so I was like, is it going to be too smoky? Is it going to be a little too spicy? It's not. I wouldn't call it spicy at all. I'd actually maybe add some chili peppers or chilies to it next time. I
wonder if this would be good with some hot sauce, like on the side or something. All right. Well, this was a complete success.
Yeah, it's going to be a regular for us.
I think so, because I mean, scrambled eggs get boring over time. Not this one. think it's time though. We'll finish this up and get going to get our first dose of vaccine. Wait, before we get going, it's time to tell you all about this week's video sponsor, Skillshare. So in the past few months, we've learned about video editing, storytelling, and productivity.
This week we're switching it up to learn about one of our all-time favorite things, wine. This week's class is Getting Started with Wine, Buy Smarter, Taste More by Gary Vaynerchuk.
We've been big fans of Gary V's for years, so we were especially excited when we came across his wine class. It's not only for wine beginners, but it's also great if you want to learn a bit more. Increase your vocabulary in a total, unpretentious, and authentic way. And well, get to try out some wine along the way. Skillshare is our favorite online learning community where you'll find thousands of inspiring classes for creators and curious people. Topics range from writing to learning how to sing and literally everything in between.
Because Skillshare is designed for you to get the most out of their classes, there are no ads. Woohoo! They are continuously adding new premium classes and most are under 60 minutes, which means you can learn something today you couldn't do yesterday. With classes designed for real life. It's very affordable for less than $10 per month on an annual subscription.
And the best news, the first 1,000 subscribers that click the link below in the description get a free trial of a premium membership so you can explore your own creativity.
Also a huge thank you to Skillshare for sponsoring this video and supporting creators like us.
All right, well, this is it. We are on our way to get our first dose. How you feeling?
A little bit nervous, actually, and not really about the vaccine itself. We are getting Pfizer, for those that are wondering, so I'm not so worried about side effects, although it's a little bit in my head. But I'm just sort of, you kind of just said it to me when we weren't filming, it kind of feels like a travel day.
Yeah.
I just feel anxious about like, but if I don't have the right stuff with me, or like, do I have my health card? Yeah,
we have documents. We have to be there, of course, at a specific time, and we've just been waiting for this day for so long. We're excited. It's like we're anxious, and we're just nervous in a good way.
Yeah.
But we're almost there.
So for those of you who are wondering how this process works in Nova Scotia, because it's different in every province, you basically have to book online. There's one overall website where you put in your age and address, and then it tells you the closest appointments to you. Right now, I think as we film this, they're doing 30 plus. We're going to the IWK, which is the Children's Hospital, but there were lots of pharmacies. We just found this was like way earlier, like a week earlier than a lot of the pharmacies. So first booking we could get, we booked it.
All right, here we go. Anticipation, the anticipation is real. We're about to go in. This is the first step, hopefully the first step to being normal again and being able to travel. Don't think we can film in there.
Probably not.
Probably not, but if not, we'll check back here in a few minutes. Waited a long time. Really don't even feel it at all. All right, well, that's all done. I honestly can't believe it happened.
A little surreal.
Very
anyway,
surreal.
If anyone's wondering how everything works and how it went, it's super easy. We walked in, there's like a registration line. He was booked 10 minutes before me, but they let us go do everything together.
Yeah.
We registered together, then you go in and wait for a nurse. And you go to a little station, that's where we filmed that.
Yeah, it was all
super nice, super informative.
That's what I was gonna say. It was everyone was extremely nice. I want to thank everyone that's working there. Just amazing people and well organized, and it just makes it really easy. And for anyone just anxious and nervous about it, don't be.
They're so nice. And then you have to wait for 15 minutes just to make sure you don't have any reactions. That's the same with any flu shot or any sort of vaccine, I guess, that you get. And we both feeling pretty good.
Feeling great. Feeling great.
So we just came down to the waterfront with a celebratory coffee. Maybe coffee's not the best thing to celebrate with, but oh well. I think maybe we'll get a really yummy meal to celebrate later, but stay tuned for that. In the meantime, check this out. I got a sticker saying I got my COVID-19 vaccine.
It's proof.
It's proof. Yeah. Is this what we take around the world with us?
Yeah.
Is that what they mean when they say vaccine passport? It's this little,
nice?
little sticker. Anyway, as I said before, we did get the Pfizer vaccine for the mRNAs. We have the choice of Moderna and Pfizer. And the way it works here, you do get to pick which one you want. But like I said, Pfizer and the IWK seem to have way earlier appointments. So we just went with that. And it did seem like there are a lot of Pfizer vaccines coming into the province within the next couple of months. So we thought it might be a good bet in terms of getting our second dose maybe earlier. We'll see.
If we can get that second dose earlier, we would be so happy. Now I do want to say one thing. If there's anyone here that's anti-mask, anti-vax, and you're just here to leave a comment, don't even bother. I'm just going to delete it. We are very happy today. We are very happy with our decision, and this is the best we felt in a long time. This is signs of hope, you guys. It's now a few hours later, and we're back at our place. I mean, it's, well, the city's locked down. I mean, what else are we going to do? If you're wondering how we're feeling, a little bit of a sore arm. We'll definitely update you guys maybe in the next video if there's any side effects. I don't expect there to be, but if there is, if we're not feeling good, we will fill you in for sure. Also, we found out today while we were getting vaccinated that the lockdown here in Nova Scotia is extended to something like mid-June. We expected that, but I just didn't want to hear it. So yeah, we got like 3 or 4 more weeks to go, 3.5 weeks or something. Anyway, we're gonna try to celebrate. It's been a great day. I see someone back there. What are you doing back here?
I am reading my book. I know we've discussed books before, mainly back, I feel like, when we were stuck in the Philippines, when we really didn't know what to talk about, back in that situation again. But a lot of you guys might recall that I do love to read a good YA novel. Maybe I'm just childish or whatever, but I enjoy it. This one that I'm reading right now combines YA and travel. Hello.
Ooh.
It's called Love and Olives. Takes place in Greece. So I'm like living vicariously through the characters while they are in Greece. Very, very jealous. But on a totally other side note, I'm curious if any of you guys have done this before. So I have an e-reader. It's a Kobo, not a Kindle. But I just upgraded to a new one because the old one I had was pretty old and it was time for an upgrade. And this one has overdrive. Have you guys used that before? Because I'd heard about it and I really kind of just dismissed it. And now I think it's the best thing ever. Basically, you can like combine your account with a local library and then rent books. So I'll just like put stuff on hold and then I'll get an email saying like this book is available, and I just like basically update my Kobo and the book is there. It's so awesome and I don't pay anything. It's really, really awesome. This is not sponsored. I just really love it.
We thought we'd do a little bit of celebrating since, you know, it's a vaccination day. We ordered some pizza for all of you that know Halifax. This is Salvatore's. We did try one of their hero subs in a recent video.
Yeah, we did a sandwich video. We ate their heroes, and you guys might recall it saying they have really good pizza. They honestly have some of the best pizza in the city.
I was just about to say that. I think most people would say they have the best pizza in the city. What do we have in there for wine?
I just kind of grabbed it off the wine rack and didn't really look, but the crusher.
Did you hear that? We have a wine rack. We sound fancy.
We're super fancy. It's a Cab Sauv from California.
I just want to plug, the only reason we have a wine rack is because on Wednesdays we've been buying a box from Bishop's Cellar, so I just want to plug all the small businesses that we can. They have this kind of like special on Wednesdays where you can get a lot of wine, and we usually order some depending on what is in the box, and then it lasts for a very long time.
Yeah, it's nice. It's like Christmas every time we do it.
I know, because
to get a bottle of wine because we just don't know what's there.
That's not normally the case. I mean, when we're on the road, we don't have this, but it's nice to have a selection. If any of you tried the Crusher, it's a good one.
Oh yeah, baby. We haven't had this pizza in so long,
No.
and oh my goodness. It smells amazing.
We went for 2 different ones. There's 3 pieces here, but this is the original. We added some arugula. And then this one is called, it's a white pizza. It's called the Stefano, the Bianca Stefano.
Bianco in Stefano, I think is the name of it. It's always hard to pick pizzas from this place because they have the best pizzas.
Oh, so good.
Hard to narrow it down, but
What should we try first?
let's go with the original. Since it is their original, it's their classic, it's like their most basic pizza.
We'll try it at the same time. What's kind of funny is in some pizza videos we filmed in the past, there's some commenters that say, you need a fork and knife to eat your pizza. And then there's the opposite team that
They're
say...
really upset at you when you eat your pizza with a fork and a knife.
And then, but some people say you need a fork and knife. Other people say you need to use your hands. So, curious what you guys think. With the way we do it is if we're in a fancy pizza restaurant, of course we use a fork and knife.
Like an Italian style thin crust fancy pizza
Yeah.
place. Yeah. But places like this, I don't know. I think we can use our hands.
Oh, at
it's easy to
home.
pick up too.
And if you're on the street, like street food pizza, of course, you're gonna use your hands. Let's go for it. So we got basil, and this is just tomato sauce, so vegetarian.
Arugula.
Arugula. Oh man.
I seriously don't know how they make pizza this good. It's exceptionally yummy.
Salvatore's is the best. I think it's the best pizza in the city.
The sauce, whatever like seasonings they put on it, even the cheese, it doesn't seem too cheesy, but it's just a right balance.
I know.
Oh, it's so good.
It's very basic ingredients. I mean, basically you got the dough and the crust, which is perfect, by the way. This crust is delicious. But then you have that arugula. Whatever is in that sauce is clearly the show stopper. And then there's that seasoning. That's all there is to it.
So this is the white pizza. It's got a cornmeal crust, ricotta, tomato. It's, as Trevor said, a white pizza, so it's got garlic infused olive oil. I think some herbs on there, some different cheeses. There's a helicopter going by.
Right as we film this, there's a helicopter going by. How's this one? Is this as good as you remember?
There's also onions on there. I forgot about that, but taste them right away.
Oh, that is perfection.
So good.
I always am hesitant to order white pizza. I don't know why, I just always think pizza. I think I need red sauce pizza. And every time she convinces me to do that, I'm just, why don't we get white pizza more often? This is so good.
One of the best white pizzas.
Same kind of crust. The tomatoes add a nice touch to it, I would say.
The cornmeal on the edges is super exceptional.
And the cheese in this one, it's just really gooey. It's just really flavorful. It just kind of slaps you across the face with a big punch of flavor. It's so delicious. Oh, I'm so glad we ordered it.
It's been at least a year. I don't know when we last had it.
If you live in Halifax and you haven't gotten Salvatore's before, please do yourself a favor and go ahead and order it.
Yeah.
All right, so we're going to wrap it up right here. We will keep you guys updated on just what happens to us.
Yeah, how we're feeling, that kind of thing. If we grow any like major awesome superpowers.
I think it's going to happen. I might have 5G. My cell phone has better reception now. She has a tail. So we'll see how that goes.
We can fly through the air. You never know. We'll let you know.
But we will keep you posted. And just if anything at all happens, or just if our arms are sore.
Yeah.
Which is great if that's all it is. Now, if you're new around here, I'm Trevor. This is Anna, Delightful Travelers. Make sure to click subscribe, click the like button, share the video. It really helps us out. To all you Patreons, channel members, thank you to all you guys. You just support us. You all support us by watching, but just extra thanks to you for just doing what you do. It means a lot to us, especially now in lockdown.
Yeah, and as we said before, we're locked down here in Halifax, but typically we're doing travel videos.
Yes.
Hopefully we'll be back to that very, very, very soon.
This was the first step, you know, like this is it. There's a light at the end of the tunnel, and for us right now, it could be September. And then we're back on the road to do what we do.
Yes. All right, guys, that's it.
From Halifax, wishing you all delightful travel and a safe and healthy quarantine, depending on where you are.
See you soon.